Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome back, and it's been a while. It's been a month or so. Yeah, we've had a month off. It's been had the Time London Watch Show went to in the Big Bro house, and yeah, I got COVID, and so did a lot of other people, and had just time to regroup and get back together. So, how's everyone been? How you been, JCB?
Yeah, good, mate.
You
good. Yeah, just the usual, buddy. Just working away. You know, we're in really cold winter in Melbourne, so
Really?
just trying to keep warm and just not die of hypothermia, sort of thing. But yeah, no, all good, mate.
How you been, Abdul? You been good?
Good. So as well as GCB, it's cold. It's cold here, but it's summer. It was raining the past couple of days. It will be raining the next couple of days. But all good as well. Back from the pilgrimage, rejuvenated. Took a week off at home, just taking it slow and recovering.
Y2K, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, gents, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
all
can
good.
hear you. How you doing? Good to hear you. Good to see you.
Hey, man.
It's been
see,
busy
buddy.
because I just finished setting up the new apartment with the Mrs.
Congrats.
Y2K. So yeah, it's been a very busy time because renovation, setting up, and I was trying to log on. Then I realized that the LAN cable to the CPU wasn't even in. I was like, why is there no internet? I was like, oh, the LAN cable's out. Yeah. So yeah, I finally got it all set up, and yeah, this is the new setup, how it's gonna be.
Cool.
Great. So,
Yeah.
how's the pilgrimage, Abdul? How's that? That must have been great.
Yeah, it was really nice, really nice. This time it was the hottest it was ever been recorded. Like I remember one day it was 55 degrees Celsius, another day was 52, another day was 52,
Serious?
one day 50, and like the coolest day was 42 with wind. That was the coolest day, where you would say, "Oh, today is really nice weather."
That is just, man, that is crazy. Does it get that hot usually at that time of year when the Hajj is on? Or
No, but because every year the Hajj moves 11 days because of it's a moon calendar, so it's
okay,
depending on the moon, not like the Gregorian with a set number of days for each month. So the days changes. So you get to have the Hajj pilgrimage in different times of the year, and this time it was basically in the middle of the year, in mid of June, which is like the hottest time of the year. We had actually rain. Like one day it rained. It was really weird. Like you have 48 degrees and it just rains cold water. This was pretty cool. But other
we
than
saw
that,
it on the news. Obviously, there was a lot of
yeah,
I think like 500 or 600 people passed away. Unfortunately, it was a big large
yes,
number.
I
Of
think
people.
so.
I imagine it must
yeah.
have been on the news all around the world.
Yeah. Even in Germany, when I came back, they were like, "Oh, we were wondering how you are doing," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm all good." Because you have to know, some people get to do this once in their life, and most of the people that were there at this time were really older. Like I was one of the youngest people in the group. Like in my room, because it's separated men and women. In my room, I had a 71-year-old gentleman, a 73, and a 77.
Okay, right.
So basically, I have a lot of older people and people from Europe as well that are not accustomed to this weather. Like the guys sleeping in the same room with me went to the hospital for 5 days even because of the weather. So it's really hard.
Wow, blimey!
Glad you got through it, mate.
Yeah, glad you got through it. Just say hello to a few people in the chat. Got the Watch Apprentice. Have a great show. Sounds the panel. Thank you, Watch Apprentice. He also says thumbs up as you join, guys. Thank you. Yeah. If you enjoy the content, give us a thumbs up. We've got Turkey Vulture, name from the past. How are you doing, Turkey? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Turkey Vulture. Kevin Hawthorne, stalwart viewer. Bobby Legs loves watches.
Hey, Bobby.
There, Bobby.
I think he deserves a little one of his
Bobby Legs loves watches.
That's Caribou today giving you a shout out there. Lucha Betting Mark. Morning, gents.
Hey,
Let's
Mark.
go. Jim Miller, stalwart view of the
Hey, Jim.
watches tonight with Tim Mosso, and I'll give you a shout out, Jim. The Talking Time with Tim Mosso Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook group myself, but that's a shout out for the Talking Time with Tim Mosso Facebook group. If you want to join that, guys.
I'm in there. It's a pretty good group, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, so if you're on Facebook and you want to join that, I've heard great things about it. And he does a live chat. Tim Mosso does live chats and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's Jim says it's pouring down with rain, typical English summer, wearing his deep sea, so it should be okay. Yeah, so there's a few in the chat. I think Bobby liked that. I've got more, Bobby. I've got more. Do you want another one? Do you want Stephen Kadoki?
Bobby Legs loves watches.
Stephen Kadoki, your favorite German watchmaker. Yeah. So that's a bit of fun. But we love Bobby Legs Loves Watches. He's a great guy. He does a great stream. He does a watch out for Watch Soup on a Sunday, and he does a nice Tuesday chat and a Friday chat, and great channel. So subscribe, please subscribe to Bobby Legs Loves Watches. There's some great stuff. But on to today's topic. Well, actually, we'll do a quick wristwatch check. JCB, what are you wearing?
Going with
Oops.
Oh.
Oops, I did the wrong thing there. I pressed the wrong button.
We were talking about discontinued watches today, so I'm wearing I thought I'd follow suit and wear a discontinued watch that I have in my collection, which is the Breitling. Let me take it off and get it in focus. I think I wear this one quite a bit on the show.
Nice. That's Transocean, isn't it?
Yeah, Transocean chronograph, limited edition. That's discontinued.
Beautiful.
Maybe 5 years ago, I'm going to say. The Transocean line was not very popular from Breitling. You don't see these around very, very often, either in the wild or on social media or whatever. Probably because, look, I don't know why. Breitling, firstly, they're not really super popular. And also, I think it's a big watch, 43 mil, a little bit thick for most people. It's about 14.2, I think. So it's a bigger watch in the Breitling tradition. You know that they're a bit big, but I love this watch. It's super cool, and the fact that it's not popular, that's what makes it even better for me, because I know that when I'm walking around the street, there's not going to be many people wearing one of these. So
nice, lovely. Y2K, what are you wearing today? So let's get your wrist check.
I don't have my whole collection with me because I'm still in the process shifting, but I managed to grab, well, this would not be the discontinued, because the discontinued one I actually wanted to wear was the Ploplof, the Omega Ploplof, the modern version of the Ploplof, which is the one that's got no
the 1200.
date. Yeah. So today I'm wearing the 48mm Breitling Super Avenger.
Oh, nice.
Peel it off. Yeah. Light up a bit here. Yeah.
That is
so
a big.
I wouldn't call it like it's discontinued, but I think more and more we no longer see the Wings logo inside Breitling pieces anymore. So I actually am more of a fan who likes to see the Wings logo. So Even the
Me too.
Nevi timer. Yeah, JCB. Even the
It's still-
Nevi timer.
Still
Yeah,
on
go ahead.
aerospace. Still on the aerospace Evo and a couple of other pieces, but not that many. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, like for this piece and my Nevi timer and the Super Avenger Hurricane, is it Hurricane? Yeah. So those are the few pieces that I still have that are all carrying the Wings logo. So for me, it means a lot because I want to see the Wings logo to be there. Yeah.
Yep.
So Abdul, what have you got on wrist today?
I have something also that is this color is discontinued, I think, from Mad One, and I
Yep.
think this is. I have a couple of watches that are not made anymore, but I thought this one would be the perfect one to wear today,
Beautiful.
especially indoors
Love it.
if it's raining outside.
Love it. Love that one, the Mad One Red. Great
Yeah.
watch. So I've got a watch I picked up, not discontinued, but a watch I picked up a week ago. It's Patek. It's the Patek. I got a good camera shot here.
Yeah.
Patek WRX black operator. It's electric hybrid quartz movement. Electric hybrid, they call it. And it's quartz powered by a rotor. You wear it for 12 days and it gives you 150 days charge. And it's meant to last for, in total, for 100,000 hours. So that's before you get it serviced. So 100,000 hours before you get it serviced. 47.5 mil. It's a beast of a watch. But I've got a little unboxing.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Let's go, boy.
Look at Thomas.
Here.
Look at Thomas's expression. It's like a kid on Christmas morning.
I know.
Morning.
He's so happy. Look at him. Oh.
And
I think 2024 has been a good year in watches, Tom, right?
Big. Hoo hoo.
Oh,
I think I may be joining you,
oh
Abdul.
my goodness.
Boom.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Abdul, you're
now
gonna
I
have
know
a
why
friend.
you chose that coloured shirt. by the way.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
So there we go. So I'll take this out. And
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Interesting shape box, isn't it? Like a long and
yeah, it's really shiny,
Right.
sort of orange box.
Like gold.
yeah.
Is
It's
it
like a
orange or is
gold
it
sort
gold?
of.
Gold.
It's like
Nice.
a gold sort of shiny box. So
Sweet.
take it out, and it says. Don't know whether you can see on the box. It also says Mad Editions.
Okay.
Nice.
No, I can't really
Probably
see.
can't,
Can't
probably
see it.
can't
Probably on the
see that
bottom
very
right,
well.
It's Vanta Black. Oh,
Yeah.
you can sort of see
Really black.
it.
Can we open that up?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
That
Boom.
sound that you make was amazing.
oh, it's so cool, man. That is so
And I
cool.
got the green. It's the Lucky Clover.
The green color, it looks so cool. Yeah, that's dope, man. Congrats,
Really
mate.
nice.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I haven't actually really opened it up yet, but it's
Still in the
the
plastic. Oh,
Nice.
sick.
I always like how the that spinning rotor thing is like a hubcap in a car.
Yeah.
okay to spin.
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
they even give you the UV
That's cool.
lamp to fill it up. That's what I
Yeah,
like
you even
about
get
it. Yeah.
you even get a UV torch with it. So underneath the you get a watch case, and then you get a UV torch.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So cool. I'm so jealous. I want to open an MBNF box one day. I'm waiting.
Participate in the
Awesome.
lottery, you might win, man.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
was going
Tom
to say I
were
have to win
setting
lotto.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once I win lotto, and then it's done. Yep.
Let's rock and roll with that, JCB.
Very
You're not
cool,
the only
man.
one.
So
Yeah, I remember Tom
is-
when the
Well,
emails came, I didn't even look. He was the one who told me, like, the emails came and I looked, then I found them, and then when I told him about that Max Buser was making a green one for all the people who lost, I thought, Tom, you lost 3 times before. You would definitely win this one.
yeah.
That's a Mad Red one. The Mad Red one, Lucky Clover. And that was what give a sort of consolation prize for the people who lost the lottery 3 times, who weren't selected for the lottery 3 times. So, yeah.
So besides the color, it's the same as Abdul's.
Same.
It's exactly
I
the
have
same.
the red.
It's just the
green.
color, right?
Yeah. The new one,
Yeah.
the one with the tricolors, it's a bit different, but the
Okay.
difference between mine and Tom's is just the color green and mine is red.
Very cool.
So I've got a few more people in the chat. I've got our good friend Gonzo Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Good to see you, Jamie. And we've got a very good friend, Curtis Arndt. He's in the Talking Time with
Curtis.
Tim Mosso group, I
Hey,
think.
Curtis. Yep.
3:45 in the morning,
Wow.
San Diego.
That's early.
Hardcore.
That's quite much so early. It's Discontinued Seiko SKX 007. Thank you for joining us, Curtis.
Thanks, buddy.
Great to see you, my friend. Lovely to see you in the chat. Getting some love, Y2K.
Yeah, from Jamie.
Oh yeah, we're
Jamie
going
wants to know the lottery story, Thomas. If you've got a quick second to go through that.
Yeah, well, the lottery, MBNF or Mad Editions, as they're called, the MBNF, the micro keeper division. Thank you, Asa. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Mad Editions do a lottery, and you email them for the chance to purchase one of those watches. And they were overwhelmed with 25,000 emails each time for the Mad One Red. And so they don't make 25,000 watches. I don't know how many they make, Abdul. Do you know? About 1,000, is it?
About 1,000, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then they select from those emails that have been sent in a few for people to purchase each time. And they started off with a blue one, didn't they? Then they did 2 red ones.
Yeah.
And then they did a green one. And then they did the Lucky Clover. And then they did a horrible multicolored one, didn't they? With an artist.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're on to now. I don't know whether they're going to continue, or I'm sure they'll continue because it's a money spinner. But I'm not sure whether they'll do any other colours. I'd like them to do a nice yellowy gold one.
I wonder if there was anyone who won the lottery and didn't end up buying the watch. You know what I mean? Like if they passed it up.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, you got like 48 hours, I think, to accept the win and then pay the money to their account. And
it's about 4,000, I think, from memory, USD, I think.
Yeah, around
Something like
something like this. I don't remember exactly how much, but I remember I paid 500 euros in VAT. So that's like 20%. So at least, yeah,
Oh, with
4,000
VAT.
euros.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I thought
Yeah, euros.
Yeah, you had to pay
Oh.
all up front, Jamie. You had to
all
pay
up
all up
front. Yeah.
front. Yeah.
So the lottery basically
Yeah, you had to
just
pay.
gives you the opportunity to purchase the watch. Yes?
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
not a
Yeah.
lottery
Yeah.
where you win the
Yeah.
watch and they give it
No,
to you
No,
for free.
no.
No,
no.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay, all right. Makes
Instead
sense.
of having waiting list for 5 years or 10 years, you're like, okay, here, send me your email, and we'll select a couple of people that will win. And if you don't win, participate the next time. And for Tom, he participated 3 times, he didn't win. And Max Buser was like, oh, we'll make this Lucky Clover for all the people who participated 3 times but didn't win. So send us an email to tell us, like, look, I had 3 times that I lost, let's say, so we'll allocate one for you. So it was really cool move by them, to be honest.
Was that what happened? Was an allocation? If you missed out on
Yeah.
all three, it wasn't
Yeah,
another lottery, right?
If
It was like
Yeah.
if your particular email address had entered 3 times,
yeah.
they'd send you an email to that email address. I'd entered on 3 different email addresses several times.
Wow.
So
That's pretty
but-
cool. That's super
but,
cool.
Yeah.
on one of the email addresses which I'd entered 3 times, I got the yeah. So anyway, on to our topic. We've got a lot of watches to go through. So we're going to talk about discontinued watches. And I got an email from Watchfinder. I cobbled this topic together pretty quickly because I'd had COVID and stuff. And so I got an email from Watchfinders about discontinued watches. And there's quite a lot of them out there, and a lot of people slay. This isn't a Watchfinder promotion or anything, but a lot of people slay secondary dealers or the grey market. But when a watch is discontinued, there's nowhere else really to go but a secondary dealer or the grey market to find a discontinued watch, unless you go Chrono24 or eBay or something, or unless you buy from a private seller. So grey market dealers really do come in useful for this niche in particular, I find. A lot. I mean, the grey market does get a lot of slating off different YouTubers, but I find that this is where they have their own sort of niche, in particularly in discontinued watches. So I'll crack on with some of the picks. There's going to be some dogs. There's going to be some nice watches. There's going to be some dogs. So we'll make it a sort of deal or no deal. There's going to be quick fire. We'll make it sort of would you or wouldn't you? If you had the cash. Yeah, I mean, obviously, some of them will be out of our price range, some will be in our price range, but just a basic, quick opinion on what you would do, what you would think about this watch. So let's go first. An Omega Planet Ocean. So this is a 2012 box and papers, £3,300. I really like this Planet Ocean myself. I don't know what you think. I really like the orange tones on it.
Yeah. Is this look, by the look of the bezel, this is the watch that has the 2500 movement and not the 8500. And the bezel there is a aluminium bezel. It's not a ceramic bezel, which means that it's not a real super chunky monkey. The The watch was quite thick to start with in this iteration here. It's about 14 and a half or something. And then with the 8500 movement, it went really thick, like it went to nearly 16 mils or something. So this one is this is the smart. This is the smart money on this one, I think. This is the 40. So it's actually 45. It's actually 45.5. It's not 46. It's 45.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So they came out in two sizes, 42 and 45.5. So I'm always looking at the 42 mil. Whenever I look at websites, I'm just sort of, or forums, you might see one occasionally popping up, and I always get tempted to have a look at the 42 mil one.
So I like this one. I'd go for this one if I had the money. I think £3,000 is pretty good. What, you go for this, JCB?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. It's a cool watch, man. Definitely a cool watch. You can get the black
Y2K. You like it, Y2K?
I was very, very close to purchasing this piece. However, I preferred the one that, call me a Bond fanatic, but I wanted the one that Daniel Craig wore in Casino Royale and also in Quantum of Solace. There is another version of this one, 45.5 millimeters, but it's black in color with the black bezel. And I actually did want to go for the one with the Bond that was in the Bond film. But I think what's happened is that because of how popular it was for the version that's the Bond version, prices have kind of soared for the Bond version. Yeah, but for me, for this one, I stick to 45.5. Chunky wise, not too bad. Actually, the weight distribution is quite comfortable. I actually tried one before. They have a few different variants of this one. There was one that was like full orange. If you've ever actually seen one with the orange straps or something. Is it leather or is it rubber? I think it's full orange. I know it's full orange. Yeah.
It's leather. Yeah.
It's leather. Yeah, it's leather.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Anyway, would you go for this? No? Yes? No?
Me, no.
No, Abdul, no.
I don't like the helium escape valve and the size also. It's a bit too large for my wrist.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll get off that one. On to the next one. And we'll go. Plopov, I know this is one of your favorites, Y2K. £8,950. So we're talking nine grand here. This is a 2011 discontinued. 2011, £9,000.
Yes, this is automatically. I can do it. I can sit with my eyes closed. I'm saying yes to this one because the Plopov is actually has a long. Number one about heritage, right? People want to talk about heritage. It goes back to the original Plopov, but I think the Plopov is really one watch that used to be what people call the mutant watch. Looks very unusual and mutant, but over time, I've actually got my own Plopov. I never really want to let it go, and to be very honest, since our viewers are here, I have actually preferred to have any kind of Plopov than a, let me not say the brand, than a high-end brand because I find the Plopov actually very beautiful. Yeah.
JCB, Plopov, 9 grand. It's quite a bit of money. It's a classic watch.
Yeah. Look, it's not like if I had just had 9 grand laying about, it's not the first watch that would spring to mind. But just looking at that watch, it's cool as fuck, man. Look at that. That's got the orange strap. It's got the orange hand. It's just a badass piece, Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if I would sort of wear it, but just looking at that watch, it's super cool. So yeah, that's a yes from me.
Abdul, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. It's a pretty cool watch, but I wouldn't buy it for 9 grand. To be honest, no deal from my side.
Yeah, that's Madman says cool watch, but not for me.
I
like it. I really like it, but I think 9 grand is touching. If you can get on a waiting list for something,
Yeah,
you're talking
it's a bit much.
something nice. I mean, I got my Explorer 2 for less than that. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic, but I got my baby Pro Prof for about £2,000. Would I? Don't think I'd pay £9,000 for a Pro Prof, to be honest with you. I think it's a great watch. It's an absolute classic. I love them, but £9,000 is a bit much, I think. So we'll move on.
Any Y2K? What's the RRP on that Pro Prof? What would it be roughly?
Depends. If you're buying the previous version, the one to the date, it would be a bit more expensive. But the newer ones are also about 17,000 Singapore dollars, which would go in about. When I got my blue and white, there was about 17,000. But they don't hold the value well. Number one, they're not Rolex high-end brands. But the thing about Pro Prof is that because they're going obsolete, collectors wise, if you are a diver watch fan, you would definitely go for it. And obviously 9,000 for a Pro Prof is not unreasonable, especially when you're a collector like Pro Prof.
Now,
yeah. Sorry, Thomas. Go ahead.
I was going to say, now I've got the Patek Mark watch, and I think Madman loves this one as well, and I love this one. I'd love to get one. Yeah. And I think for £4,650, this one is a deal for me. Silver dial, 39mm, sector dial. It's just it shouts 1940s vintage, but done well with a great hand-wound movement. Absolute stunner, as Madman says. Yeah. I'd go for this one. Yeah, definitely. What do you think, Abdul?
Deal for me. It reminds me of a Calatrava, vintage Calatrava or something. Looks really nice.
Yeah. What do you think, Y2K?
I'm finding a little bit hard to appreciate this piece. What's the diameter on this one?
39mm.
I'll miss. I you know me that I like my watches a bit bigger. Yeah.
Mega color.
JCB?
I really like the watch, but I wouldn't buy it because I don't wear watches with white dials, so that's just it's a no for me. But I really like the watch. If I was white or had lighter skin, then yeah, I would buy it for sure.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer for me. It's yeah, for that money, it's gone down in value, and it was about £5,500 when it came out, and I can't believe it's gone down in money value. But I mean, this is another question: do watches, when they're discontinued, some go down in value, some go up in value? So it's interesting. So
depreciation is normal. Like people used to have depreciation in almost every watch 10-15 years ago. That was the normal thing. It's just a new thing that watches appreciate because of limited edition or limited supply or limitation in production. But depreciation is something that we have in everything. We used to have, at least. Now you buy cars higher than RRP or MSRP, and it's just crazy, to be honest. But depreciation should be normal.
So here's one for you, JCB. 5,950, so £6,000. CK2998.
Yeah.
It's a white dial, but it's a beauty of a white dial. It's
yeah, this one, the 2998, with the blue colorway. Yeah, it's a cool watch, this one. I like it. Yeah, that's a deal. Done.
It's a
no
deal.
Pressure. Don't even hesitate. Bang.
I think it's a deal for me as well, this one.
Yeah.
I think it's not lost a lot of value. Marcus Hurt says he doesn't do wide dials either, so
Oh, cool. I thought I was the only one.
no. Yeah, I love the CK2998. It's the blue one especially. What about you, Abdul? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I really like it. It looks really nice. I like the blue and white. I think on a nice white strap leather to look really, really nice.
Another deal for Jim. Yeah. Y2K.
Yep. For I have a special place for Speedmasters, and actually this one looks really pretty, and I do appreciate the 2998 especially.
This
For
is it.
me,
I'm not a Speedmaster fan, but I absolutely love it. Sorry,
Me
I
too.
put it in there. Carry on, Y2K.
modern,
sorry.
yeah, it's still a modern classic, no matter what.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the subdials are perfectly sized. The outer ring is perfectly sized. The amount of white and blue is perfectly symmetrical to each other. It's just soothing to the eye somehow. Like I usually don't like Speedmasters, but this one, when I look at it, it's just soothing to the eye.
And
Yeah.
not to forget, this piece is running the caliber, I think it's 1861. So 1861 caliber wise, I still find that movement has still been the most viable one in my books to today. And sound.
I actually like the sorry, Y2K. I was just gonna say I actually like the hands on this watch, the alpha hands.
I like
Yeah.
them. I much prefer them
too.
to normal Speedmaster sort
Yeah,
of
me too.
stick hands. Yeah.
Look more
Yes.
classy.
I think that's a definite deal for me. So let's have a look. What's next? A discontinued one by Cartier. Now the Roadster.
Ooh.
£3,500. Comes in. There's a few different Roadsters. There's a chronograph. There's a two-tone. This is a basic Roadster, but if I just go back, there's a few different ones, but I was started with all the cheapest ones. So you can see there's a 4,950. There's a
It's the chrono.
chronograph.
Yeah.
But what do we think of the Roadster? Do we think it's a worthy competitor? Do we think it's got legs? A lot of people say they'd like to see it come back. I remember the Bro House ABC had one.
Yeah. Did ABC have his one there? Did he bring it to the?
Yeah, he wore it. Yeah, and he said he liked the fact that it had a curve. It curved on the inside of the inside of the wrist.
Yeah. I've always I love tonneau shaped watches. I really like them on the wrist, and they've got we did a show on tonneau watches, and we had a look at some good ones. The thing that I just can't get over with this watch is just the crown, like how far out it sticks. But that's the thing about the Roadster that makes it the Roadster. It's the tonneau shape, it's the crown, and it's the date. See how the date magnifying cyclops is that weird shape? It sort of matches the crown in that weird way. And so I don't know, I'm sort of torn about this watch because it's the design element of the watch is that crown, but it's something that I always feel like if I fall over, it's gonna dig a hole in my wrist or something. I've got to end up in the emergency room department with getting the watch removed out of the bone.
Yeah, Turkey saying you feel like it damaged your crown within 1 week of ownership, and Batman says, "Well, it will damage you."
Yeah, that's what I'm with now, man. I always think I'm going to be drunk at the pub one day and I'll fall over and then I'll end up with a hole in my wrist or something. But
Yeah.
besides that, it's cool as fuck. Okay, that's what I'll say. And I think for 3,450, getting Cartier Tonneau shape watch, I'm actually down with it. So it's a deal for me, having all of that.
Yeah, what about you, Abdul? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm to be honest, I like the curvature, but I'm a big fan of the tank and the tank American
Yeah.
more than the tonneau shape. I like the rectangular
Yeah.
ones
Yeah.
more. So this would be a no deal for me.
Y2K?
I actually do find that if you are a Cartier fan, I like the Santos XL and also what Abdul said about the tank wise. But the Roadster is in a different class of its own. So for me, if I was to go to Roadster, I want with the one with lots of sub-dials inside it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Bruno.
price wise is no problem. It's fine. It's just that maybe in terms of the design wise, I like the Santos, the tank as well. Roadster has to be that one with the lots of sub-dials to be applicable
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'd go for it. Don't mind the tonneau shape case, but it's I'm like Abdul. I prefer the rectangular case, the tanks and the things like that. But yeah, I'm not blown away by it. I'm not blown away
I've
by it.
found that out of a lot of watches, like this is one of the top Marmite watches. Like you either really like it or you fucking hate it. I've found with this one, it gets a lot of blowback for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got a few more Cartiers. These are some of these might you might find some of these a bit discombobulating. Cartier de Drive. Drive de Cartier. That's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? I saw one of these in a jeweler's window, in a pawnbroker's window yesterday, and I quite liked it. It was a weird shape, but
yeah, it's like a really it's like a more rounded cushion shape. Would you say, Tom?
Yeah, it is sort of. It's 5,800, so it's a bit of a
Yeah, no,
not one for everyone, definitely.
No, it's a no deal from me.
Is it quartz or is it a mechanical wine?
Mechanical, yeah.
Hand wine.
No deal for Jim. A six sign, a sick emoji from Marcus Hertz. Yeah, no deal for him. Y2K, what do you think of this one? No deal.
Drive the Cartier, maybe. But the thing about Drive the Cartier, I think the problem was that because the other models in the series really overlap, these Drive the Cartier and the smaller models, and so I find that this is like a hit and miss. Yeah, I feel personally that people are more happy with the ones that they're familiar with. So Drive the Cartier is kind of like more of a very niche Cartier. You have to like it or hate it. It's like an acquired taste.
Yeah. Are you saying deal or no deal?
No deal for me, for sure.
No deal. Abdul?
I actually like how it looks, but I would get it for my wife, but not for 5,800.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I quite like the quirky shape, but for £6,000, no deal. No deal. Yeah.
See you later, Mark. He's off to work. So.
Bye bye.
I'll take care, Mark.
Take care, Mark. Take care.
Have a good day with my friend. So, a few more weird Cartiers. The Lady Cartier. This is another weird one, a bit like the Drive the Cartier. 3,270. So it's a bit cheaper, this one, but I don't like this one. It's a bit.
Did you get like the side view? The second picture.
Hmm.
Ah, there's a cabochon on the crown. Okay.
Oh. Oh, I like
That's
this one
good.
a lot more than the previous one.
Yeah, me too.
It's got a sort of a vintage Seiko case, like sort of like a King Seiko sort of case.
Yeah,
It does give
yeah,
me
like
that
the
sort of vibe.
SLA case, the Captain Willard a little bit somehow.
Yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah, I actually don't mind that one. Why don't you like it, Tom? What's it not doing for you? What don't you like? Just the whole deal.
It's just the way that it starts off. It's a sort of teardrop shape it's got. It starts off round at the top and then goes sort of.
Oh,
got
really?
two case shapes. It's sort of like round at the top.
Oh, I
and
just
then
thought that was the angle.
has lugs at the bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought that
It
was just
reminds
the
me of the
angle.
turtle case. The turtle case. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
You sure?
That's
No,
why I
it's
wanted
not.
to look at the side.
No.
Yeah, that's why on the side, on the side.
Yeah, on the
picture,
side
it's
view.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clé de
How about
Cartier is
You still hating
the
it?
key of Cartier. So it's
It's all right. I don't know whether I'd spend 3,270 on it. It's
Hmm.
I don't know. No, I think it's a pass for me, that one. I mean, I like Cartier. I like to give him a break. Turkiville just saying, is it crownless? I think it's a crown. I don't know whether it's a pusher actually.
maybe it's like a crown guard. Could you get the back view? Maybe you could see how the crown opens. Because that would be maybe what makes it a deal or no deal for me.
Okay, here we go.
There, it's a little crown at the top. I can't make it out actually. It looks like a little crown at the top.
That's just the that's the cabochon.
That's the cabochon, exactly. Maybe it's like a crown guard that you open and then you can use the crown and then close it back.
Interesting. We'll have to do some research into this one.
I actually like this one because of this crown system. If it's like this.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
If this had a black dial, it was like contrasted, black and white. I would go for it. I don't know if I'd spend that money, but just in terms of the design and I don't mind this one at all. I don't mind the case. I reckon it's sort of cool, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm warming to it.
Something a bit different from Cartier. You're just used to seeing square watches all the time and rectangular watches and
Madman sums it up. Crown of difference.
Crown of difference, yeah.
Crown of difference.
So Abdul, is it a yes or no?
Abdul's trying to get his mic up. I think he just.
All right. Well, what about you, Y2K? Yes or no? Deal or no deal?
No deal, because.
No deal.
Yeah, I think in terms of, because this is number one, it's a very dressy piece. So I find that I do quite like that the Cartier always had this blue crystal on their crowns, and I actually, if I wanted to wear something like this, I'll choose the Ronde something. Cartier Ronde's one, the one with 42 millimeters in circle. Yeah, I'll take that one instead of this. Yeah.
JCB.
Look, it's not a deal, no deal from me, but I can appreciate this watch. The more I look at it and look at the details and the design, I'm like, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah,
me too. Actually,
personally, it's not for me.
I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit more as I look at it a bit more. Yeah. What are you, Abdul? Deal or no deal?
It's a deal for me. Yeah, from the start, this crown just took my eye, and the case shape, and it's water resistant. Like I saw on the back, like there is a fish, so that means it's swimmable at least. So I think it's for the price, it's a nice watch for every day. Like you can go swim with it, you can go to the office. It looks really nice with this cabochon on the crown. And yeah, I didn't see anyone has this kind of system before, at least without like a crown guard and some sort of diver crown to close the crown somehow. If that's the case, if it's not, I'd like to see how it works. It's really interesting.
Right. So move on, and one more Cartier, and that is the bit of a classic. Is the Muster Cartier. 3,150. Bit expensive. I don't know whether it's a quartz one, this one. So I love the design, I love the color, I love the look. I don't know whether I'd be spending $3,000 on a quartz.
To me, that just looks like a lady's watch to me. I think if you go down, Thomas, I think I'm pretty sure it said 26mm case size.
Oh yeah, that looks like a lady's one. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's the ladies.
Yeah, 25mm.
Yeah, one for the mistress, perhaps.
Would you buy that for your missus?
Yeah, I'd buy that for the missus or the mistress for sure.
Yeah, Jim Miller says no deal for me, but deal for my wife. Yeah. Okay,
that
we'll
looks
skip.
nice on the lady for sure.
We'll skip that one.
Yep.
Stick with another one, which we might think is a bit of a dog, but I thought I'd chuck it in anyway. As the brand seems to be gaining a bit more popularity now. Frank Muller, Vanguard, 11,500.
Oh.
So chronograph for you, JCB? Is
Yeah,
that a bit too much of a chronograph?
No, I like it. The date, the little date window there is sticking out like a sore thumb. If it didn't have the date, it would be pretty cool. 11,500, and just let me do the maths in terms of.
It's a 2023 model as well. Box and papers. For me, it's a no deal for that price. I know Frank Muller have been making a bit of an upsurgence recently, and
yeah. So that's 21. It's nearly 22,000 Australian, which is sort of. I feel like that's the money for a Frank Muller chronograph. Like they're
dreaming.
They're pretty expensive, aren't they? Like they're priced pretty expensively, but yeah, I think. Yeah, it's not. It's a no deal. No deal.
No deal. Abdul, deal or no deal? You
You're on
muted,
mute there, buddy.
Abdul. Y2K, deal or no deal?
Yeah, why not? For me, I've actually had a very deep appreciation for Frank Muller watches. I've actually been to
He loves them.
the so-called the mini museum that they have in Singapore. And after looking at, they've had quite a number of different the Vanguard is actually almost like the signature look of Frank Muller. But in terms of the pricing wise, I would also agree to disagree with a lot of people, because you can either like the pricing or not, especially for Frank Muller. Most of the money that you're really paying for is the design in itself, and a lot of it is on the higher end, especially for I call it a very artsy watch. But in general, if you like the Frank Muller shape, this is, why not for Vanguard wise? Yeah.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Photo? Yeah. Just click on the second photo, Thomas, there, please, mate. So, yeah.
What would you say, Abdul? Deal or no deal?
No.
We just lost you again. You intermittent microphone.
Yeah.
I think he's saying no deal, so we'll skip off that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No deal. Can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The only Frank Mueller watches I like are the Crazy Hours. They're the only ones.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're cool. I don't mind some of the newer Vanguards.
on to Rolex. So this is a coral red oyster perpetual, fetched a premium. This one, the coloured oyster perpetuals, 12,350. That's a lot of money, isn't it, for an oyster perpetual? The coral red. This is the 41 mil, 2021 box and papers. I love this dial color, but it's a bit too much for me. The price wise, it's a bit too much. You're paying a little bit too much for. I mean, if you for a list, you could get a GMT for that price. You could get a lot of other watches, but that's a list if you can get on the waiting list. But I do love this watch. I really do love it. But it's just a bit too much.
I just don't. This whole hype about the OP colored dials, it just does my head in, man. Like when they came out, and remember the Tiffany blue one was going for like
18,000. Yeah.
some ridiculous amount of money.
Ridiculous.
Like it's just no. I mean that's 23,500 Aussie. And as you said, Thomas, that's GMT money. You could go and you could buy a Batgirl like that with that money. Like what would you rather have? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could even buy a vintage Coke and have spare money for some straps, rubber B straps. That's just too much. That's too much for me. No deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Buy it retail. Yeah. Exactly, madman.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, even at retail is sort of pushing it for this watch. This is the entry level 3-hander Rolex. Like, I don't know. I feel like Rolex retail price now is getting to the point where it's even at retail. It's not
leveling
really
off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay then. So Abdul, deal or no deal?
No deal.
No deal. Y2K?
Nope, absolutely not.
No deal. JCB? No deal.
That's a big no. Yeah.
I love the watch, but at this price, no deal for me. So that's that one.
Out of all the OPs, is that the color dial that you would get?
I like the yellow one. I really like the yellow one, but the coral red is really growing on me. Another Rolex. This is one I own. They've gone since they got discontinued. They've gone up in value, of course, like any Rolex does when it's discontinued. The Z Blue Milgauss. Love this watch. One of my favorite Rolexes. £9,500 now. What do we think of this?
That's expensive, man.
It is, isn't it?
That's expensive. Yeah, too much for me. No
Too
deal.
much for you. No deal for you, JCB. Y2K, deal, no deal?
50-50, because the true fact is that if you are a collector, and I actually quite like the Milgauss in terms of its color, but then the defining factor that is going to be yes or no is more the pricing. But like you always said, anything that goes into discontinued for Rolex is just the price that the people are asking for it, or the AD is probably asking for it. Even if it's discontinued, it's just going to be ridiculous. So it's a 50-50. Yeah.
Abdul? He's muted.
You've got this watch, Thomas. What do you think? Is it worth that much? Like, would you pay for that much for it now?
I really do love it. I paid 6,000 for my new in 2018. Will I pay 9.5? It's like all Rolex, isn't it? I mean, would you pay that much when they go? I don't think I would, to be honest with you. No deal. No. Yeah, you can hear you, Abdul.
No deal also for me. A bit too much for what it is, to be honest.
Yeah,
Maybe
too much.
2,000
No.
pounds less, it would be okay, but
Yeah. Okay. Rolex Oyster Prince. This is a nice one. I like this.
Ooh.
Chilean Prince. 8,690. So £8,500. Really like this watch. I'd be really tempted if I had the money. I would possibly go for this. This could possibly be a deal for me if I had the money.
That's white gold as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's white gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deal. I would get that.
Yeah. What about you, Abdul?
yeah, deal for me. Really nice watch. The backside is even looks better than the front. Really nice movement from them before they put the display case back on the new Daytona. I think that was the only one that they had a see-through case back. So it's a deal for me.
Yeah. What about you, Y2K? You fan?
Yes, I do. This one's a green light because some of the Rolex pieces, for example, like the Prince is one, like this particular model, I have actually had some interest in it before. Now it looks really pretty, but I also am a fan of the Cellini. If any of you know the Cellini series of Rolex,
Yeah.
I like the Cellini
Cool.
and the Prince in terms of Rolex because they're not so popular, not so overhyped, but
Yeah.
they are something different. Yeah.
I think that was for the Milgauss.
Oh, for the
That was the
Milgauss.
Millie, yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Bill. How you doing?
Hi,
Bill.
Bill.
See.
Hey.
Got
Nice watch, nice style. Hi, I'm Mick in Florida. How you doing? Good to see
Hey,
you, my
Mick.
friend.
hey Mick, good to see you, bro. Thanks for joining, mate. Yeah.
Even cooler in real life, Art Deco vibes. Yeah, really nice. Really nice.
I haven't seen one
So-
yet, Madman, in real life. I'd love to get one on the wrist. I reckon they'd be just cool as.
I saw one in real life, but they wanted 15,000 euros for it.
Wow.
That was in Ireland.
What?
And that was ridiculous. They wanted 15,000 euros, which was absolutely ridiculous. So stick with Rolex, an Air King for 5,000. So its prices come down here. It's got a funny little bezel, this one, and this is 34 mil. So it's an old one from 2012. So champagne-y, peachy dial, salmon-y dial. Too small for you? 34, do you think? Or would you buy?
I think so, man. I think so. For me, I feel like the smallest I would go is probably at like a 36 for a Rolex.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, 34 seems like it might be pushing it. Yeah, a bit too small.
Yeah. What about you, JCB? Sorry, Y2K. I know you like your big watches, so it's probably no deal for you.
Yeah. You read my mind already. Look, JCB is already gonna. He's already psychically knowing. Like, I would rather have the normal Air King than this Air King because actually from afar, if you're not sure, this looks like an Oyster Perpetual. I know the Rolex fanboys are like, no, that's not an Oyster Perpetual. But those who don't really like see Rolex all the time, they're like, is that an Oyster? You know, like the normal. So it's not. It's different. So I would rather have the basic Air King instead.
Oh, we've got Mr.
Hi,
Z in
Mr.
the house.
Zoso. Good to see you, my
Hey, Mr. Z.
friend. Good to see you, Mr.
Good to see you,
Zoso.
bro. But look at this watch, though. Like, imagine this watch was, say, like a 38 millimeter watch. It's got the salmon dial. It's got the 369 layout on the dial. It's got that engine turn bezel. Actually, a really, really cool watch. If it was just pumped up a bit, I reckon that would be a cool watch, man. I reckon it'd be a really cool watch. It's just the size is
Yes.
the
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
JCB.
Yeah.
What about you, Abdul?
Me as well.
34 mil.
I would
liking?
actually, I would think I would pull it off on my medium-sized small wrist, but
Yep.
just I wouldn't buy it for myself, to be honest. Like this would be a watch for the missus if it's a little bit more discounted. But I do like this Air King in one thing. It has an engine turn bezel, which is not usual for an Air King. It has a salmon dial, also unusual, and it has the 369 combination with all of these. So it has like something from several models. It's like
Yeah.
amalgamation of models together. So I like it in that way.
That's what I
But
mean.
price wise and
Cool.
size wise, I wouldn't buy it. So no deal.
No deal. It's gone.
You don't see salmon dial Rolexes very often as well.
Yeah,
That's
You
exactly.
don't,
rare.
no.
Exactly.
Very, very rare. So that's cool. Yeah.
Okay then. GMT Master 2, 9 grand. A 1983 Coke. What do I think is a 16710? 9 grand. £9,000.
Yeah, that's about right, I think. In fact, it feels like that's below.
These are all the
That's
these
about
are all
market,
the
I
cheap.
feel like.
These
Yeah,
are all the
that's a good
cheapest ones. These are the cheapest ones they have. They go up to
Okay.
12. They go up
Yeah, I
to
feel like that's
12,000.
Yeah, that's cheap actually.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
16, 710, 93. Just can you go to the side? The side shot. I feel like this is gonna be 93. It might be like Hole's case with solid end link, maybe. I feel like.
Yeah, holds case.
Yeah.
Could be a hollow end link even. We need Austin Daniels to tell us what the hell we're looking at here. But I think generally the price and look at the condition of that watch for a Coke, that's just straight up deal for me. I would just, without even thinking about it, I'm just like, yep, do it.
Abdul?
Yeah, 100%.
Deal.
Buy a red rubber B strap and just wear it on a red rubber B strap or a black rubber B strap.
And what about
So I'm
Y2K?
assuming that this is the 1989 version, because I think the 16710 is produced in 1989. I'm not very sure. If people in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. This one, it really depends on if I'm getting this one. I really need to look at the condition of it, because I don't know about you guys, but there have been, like, I go to many gray market watches and I do see like the bottom part of the red color tends to have a bit of. Now some people like the fading because they feel that it's got a very vintage feel and vibe to it. But for me, any amount of money that I'm paying over in the thousands already, I would want to check on the condition of, especially when it's, if I'm not wrong, this is produced in 1989. So till now, I would like to see the condition of the watch first before I
Can you zoom in, Thomas? Just on the, if you have a look at the lower right hand lug, it looks like it's been a bit polished up. Like the chamfer is not. No, yeah. See that?
Yeah, the right lower one, right?
Yeah, I think on this angle it's all right. I think it might have just been the light. It might have just been that angle. Yeah, that looks all right.
Yeah, and in the description it was written 1993 and condition excellent, but
yeah,
I don't know what excellent means in their terms, you know.
1993.
1993. Anyway, let's go move on. So, deal or no deal?
Deal.
Y2K, deal, no deal?
Okay, deal. Yeah.
Deal. Okay.
JCB says in my doubt in my voice.
Yeah. I think I'd go for this one as well myself. Yeah. So what's Turkey got to say? 5-digit bracelets stink. The only problem with them, in my opinion, cases are perfect.
That's
Yeah.
why the rubber
Yeah.
bead. That's why the
Yeah,
rubber
the
bead.
bracelet and clasp is rubbish. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Hi, Mason One. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Mason
Hey,
One.
Mason
Yeah.
One.
Hey, Mason.
See you, mate.
While Thomas is doing that, realistically, the grey market's filled with all these black and red Pepsis. You know, it's sometimes overwhelming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right. Move on to the sister brand, Tudor Pelagos. Now, this isn't
That's
technically
an FXD.
discontinued. This isn't technically discontinued. But they make these for the year 2021, 2022. So this is a 2022 one, so they're calling it discontinued. They currently sell for about £3,725, but this is the new price of. It says new price £2,725. So
That's a nice deal. That's a nice deal.
yeah, I think that's the original price it was before the price increase. So I like it. I got a deal with this one. I really like the Pelagos FXD.
Sorry, Tom. Explain to me how this is discontinued. I thought this was still in production.
Because it's in production, but it's discontinued because they do the years them for every year, don't they? So on the back they stamp 2021, 2022,
Yeah, gotcha.
2023. So because this is a 2022 one, it's discontinued for that year.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a cheat. It's
That's
a bit of a
fucking
cheat.
cheating, man. That's
It's
cheating.
It's a bit of a cheat with this one, yeah, I guess. But I'd say deal on this one.
Me too.
I like it, but if you think it's cheating, we'll get rid of it.
No, just I don't know. Like that's 5,100 Aussie. Like what's I don't even. It's just whether it's the retail price or not. Like is it under retail or not? If
I think it's under retail. Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
under
retail.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Deal then. Deal.
Y2K.
Yes, for sure. I think especially for this Tudor Pelagos, although I've never owned one, I've seen the few. I actually do give a lot of respect to Tudor and the Pelagos and FX. I really do like them for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think FXD is one of the cooler watches actually.
I mean, we always hear about Black Bay, you know, but now FXD and really takes Tudor to the next level of, you know, their watch. Yeah.
So the Tudor bronze, the heritage bronze, they're saying this is discontinued as well. I don't know whether it is or not, but they're saying it is 2,870. It looks very patinaed, this one. Would you go for it? I like bronze watches, but this looks a bit too patinaed for me. Don't know whether I'd go for it for that price.
Black Bay.
No, it's a no deal for me.
Nah, not for me.
No deal. Yeah,
No deal.
I think no deal for me as well. Y2K deal,
Thomas,
no deal.
Could you give me the second picture, please? From the top. Second picture from second picture from the top. Yes, I would go with this one because, as with a lot of bronze watches, they really do sit there and they really they don't shine as brilliantly as gold. But I think for this heritage Black Bay, I think if you're a Tudor collector, the bronze watch is all about maintenance, how to keep it from getting the green stuff that might happen on not just on Tudor, but on any watch that has like bronze cases. You really need to upkeep with the maintenance on it to make it look good. I like the vintage feel of it.
Yeah. Now, just going on what Turkey said there, Pelagos better than Black Bay. The problem for me with the Black Bay has always been the case. It's just this chunky, slabby, thick case that just doesn't work on my wrist. Whereas the FXD is a lot slimmer, and it's just a cooler piece. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Black Bay line. Black Bay 58 is cool, slimmer, nicer watch, a 39 mil as well. That's why the 58 is more popular than the Black Bay 41.
Well, here's one from when pre Black Bay. This is they used to do the Heritage line. This is this is the Monte Carlo, which I really like. This is 3,355. So the price has gone up £500, but I really like this one. What do you think, Jesse? Being the chronograph guy.
Oh, it's in Aussie dollars. That's 6,370, which is probably I wouldn't pay that much for it. I would be in it for more at about 4.5 Aussie is where I would be on for this sort of watch. But just the watch itself, I really like it, and I like the black and grey version as well. I probably like the black and grey version better than this white and blue one. But it's still a super cool watch. But for this sort of money, I'm out.
Yeah. What about you, Abdul?
Yeah, same as GCB. I like the watch, but I wouldn't pay 3. Maybe I would pay 2.7 or something like this.
Yeah, another 500 could shaved off. Y2K.
It's I actually would like this piece, but I would like to change the strap to a NATO. They actually have a version of this one with a blue. Is it like duck? Okay, you look at the dial and the bezel. They actually have one on a blue and a center racing stripe that has a white and an orange that goes through the center of it. Now, if we think of matching it up with, I think was it Houdinki that had an article? Yeah, I think Houdinki had an article about this piece, the Tudor Heritage Chrono Blue, and they actually had it on a NATO. I tell you, that piece just changed the whole outlook of the watch. It just made it very sporty. This bracelet thingy looks very normal and like, okay, but you swap that with the NATO, with the center orange that goes through it, with the white and then the orange in the center. It's very beautiful. I promise
it's cool.
you guys.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I don't think it needs a Cyclops turkey. I think a Cyclops at 6 o'clock on the date would look a bit odd. I think they look too dodgy. 3K US, cool watch, Dogmic in Florida. Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at about probably touching 4K, 4K US at this price. I like it. I'd probably go for 3K. They do need to shave a little bit off this, I think. Mr. Zoso says underrated Tudor. I really like this. I agree, Mr. Zoso. Really underrated Tudor. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Mick, that's 4,200 USD. That price. So
yeah,
it's way out of the water, man.
Yeah, it's a bit unbelievable. So I think it's a no deal all around this one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, although it's a really nice watch, unfortunately, the market's just saying it's a lot of money. So go to some Breitlings, which are some weird ones. This is one for you, Y2K, 48 mil. 48 mil, this one.
Look how small those subdials are on that watch. Like
a super render chronograph with 24-hour dial. Would this be one for you, Y2K? 4,800. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's nearly £5,000. It's a lot of money for a. It must have been. It must have been about £10,000 when it came out.
Actually, in Singapore dollars, I think this is the discontinued Super Avenger Hurricane, and the material for the bezel is actually made of something called bright light, which is I think it's like some kind of resin that's very durable. It's a very unique, it's a very lightweight kind of resin, if I'm not wrong. It's called bright light. You guys can research on that. I actually have this one, but in full yellow, which I don't have it with me today, but I have one in full yellow, and actually people have been like asking for it, and I got it at a very great price at that time. Brand new. They were having, I think they were clearing stock or something, and I had it like half the price, and I literally like, yes, I'm buying it. It's got a B01 movement in it. It's like what 70 or 80 hours power reserve. And in terms of, yeah, this is really amazing. Don't look at it that it's big, because when you put it on, it's actually very light as compared to the Super Avenger that I'm wearing here. It's heavy. It's steel, but with this one, it's different. It's a different weight class. It's really cool. Yeah, and you want tactical, you want robustness. This is one I go for. So yes, for sure. Yeah.
So it's a deal for you nearly £5,000.
It's cheap,
Yeah.
if you ask me, at this price. Yeah.
JCB?
Just give me a sec. I'm just doing the numbers. What do we got? Can we? That's 9,100 Aussie. For that one, nah, I'm not biting for that. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's not my type of watch anyway. It's a bit too big, and
bit
chunky
too
for
big
me.
for
But
you.
yeah.
What about you,
No.
Abdul?
No,
No, too big. Too big.
too big, too expensive.
Too
You
big,
sure,
too
Abdul? Come on, can we talk you around?
Nah. That would be a hard pass.
Special operators vibe when mowing the lawn, Turkey Vulture.
Absolutely, Turkey Vulture. Absolutely.
So yeah, it's. I think it's a bit expensive, to be honest with you. It must have come out when it came out. It must have been about 8,000 or something, because Browning usually tanks. Move on to a couple more Breitlings. Breitling Bernato. This is a Bentley Bernato. So we know that Breitling often do for Bentley watches. This is a strange one for me. Don't know whether it does it for anyone else. I don't like the look of the bezel.
These are cool in real life, but they're quite big watches. I'm gonna take a guess and say this is a 48 as well. I reckon.
42.
Oh, it's 42.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's a small watch.
Normally the Bentleys are really big. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say as well. Yeah.
For the money though, that's 7,843 Aussie, which is probably a bit too much for me.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
But the Bentley, some of the Bentley line was actually not bad. A lot of it was crap because it was too big, but some of it, I don't mind this design actually. It's actually not bad. Click on that side view, Thomas. If you go to the second photo. Yeah, that's a pretty cool piece. It's not bad. The problem with these ones is that you have to have a Bentley to have the watch. Like you can't just like Breitling for Bentley. You can't just have a Breitling for Bentley watch. I feel like you need to have a Bentley as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
funny,
there's no.
You know what I mean? Like imagine you wearing the watch and you don't have the Bentley. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Basically,
there are watches.
that'd be like. Sorry, Abdul, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there are watches where like Panerai Ferrari. Okay, you're a big fan of Ferrari F1 team, and you cannot buy a Ferrari. Let's say for the next foreseeable future. I understand, but you're buying a Bentley Breitling watch. Without having a Bentley, that's a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, Madman, you're right. Deal if they throw in the Bentley.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it'd be like Tag Heuer with the Carreras, like Porsche or something. I think it sounds like Porsche, Carreras, and all those things. They look like the Porsches as well. Yeah.
There's
I think
someone saying they don't do Breitling for Nissan.
I think Abdul made a good point there. Like if let's just say the Panerai Ferraris and the Gerard Perregaux Ferraris, and like you can sort of tie it to the Formula One team, like the racing team. You know, not everyone obviously, you know, you don't have to have the race car, but you can get into the race team. But these ones are sort of made for, I feel like they're made for a Breitling, a Bentley owner. You know, that's got the Bentley, the
Yeah.
grill pattern on the bezel. There's no tie into anything else like a race team or whatever.
It's a no deal for me anyway. I don't know
Yeah.
what you think.
No
No deal.
deal.
What?
No deal.
No deal for Abdul. No deal for Y2K.
No, for me, right, there is another Breitling. They call it Breitling Bentley Spots. Not this one. I've
Well,
actually had it
we're
on.
talking about this one. We have to move
one.
on. We've
Okay.
got quite a lot
So
to
this one's
quite a lot
all
to get
right.
through.
This one's, I'll pass it. Yeah,
You
I'll
pass.
pass it. Yeah.
JTB?
I like the watch, but not for that money. It's too much.
No
Yeah.
deal.
No deal.
Right.
Should get like some rapid fire ones, like deal or no deal, deal.
Yeah, well, this next lot will do rapid fire. We'll Breitling Chronomatic Bullhead, 4,250. I quite like it. I don't know whether I'd spend that much. I rather like it though, but for 4,250, no deal.
No deal. Not for me.
Same reason.
No
I'd
deal.
rather get like
No deal, Abdul.
Yeah, no deal.
Y2K.
Not for me. Not for me.
No deal. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Next, the Galactic Unitime, 3,165.
I like this
So this is a world time. Now this
Ooh.
comes in a white
Okay.
dial, or this black dial,
Ooh.
which made it a bit
Ooh.
nicer, but it's a
Ooh.
bit more. 4,775. I quite like this, so I'd go deal with this one. It's a world timer. Yeah, a world timer. So it's a world timer for 4,000. I think is quite good. We'll just take a quick close up of it. So
I like this one better than the white one actually.
Yeah, I think
More
this one is
legible.
better than the white one. More legible. You're right.
Me too.
Yes, yes.
I think for this one, I'd go deal. What do you think, guys?
Oh yeah, why not? This is a good one. It's hard to see a world timer from Breitling most of the time, so I think this is really a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Deal?
Yeah, I'd like it for like, it was like £500 less. That'd be a real proper deal. So I'll go deal, but I still think it should be just a little bit less. But yeah, deal. I'll be back in 5, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's a Transocean Unitime chronograph as well, which is discontinued based on the B01 movement. Cool again, not my cup of assessment, man. Red Shovel might like this world time. Need the black down for the contrast. Yeah, you're right. So what you you think that's you like this one, Abdul?
I like it, but not for the price as well. Like,
not
no
for
deal.
the price. Okay, no deal for you. Okay. So move on. Some quick fire ones.
Calculate what kind of watch I would get with the lower price, and the Nomos Zurich world timer is around 3K, so I could get a nice world timer as well for that money.
A Bell & Ross chronograph. We've got £2,750-ish. Bell & Ross chronograph. I mean, JCB is a chronograph fan. No deal for you. Y2K, no deal.
Yeah, I think it's a deal. Number one, the price is well, I don't really know in how much it would be in some of our viewers' country or in your countries, but I think if this was offered at that pricing, somewhat we could consider. Yeah, you could consider it. Yeah, not
No deal
bad
from
at
Jim
all.
Miller.
Not bad.
No deal from Jim Miller. JCB's missing, unfortunately. He's our chronograph guy. We'll skip on.
Just don't like chronographs that has subdials that are not numerated. It just had 160 and a very small date window. And Bell & Russell is also a little bit sketchy with their movements, so I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I think you're right, Abdul. In terms of the movements, maybe there have been some. Let me use the politically correct and controversial about the movement wise. Yeah.
Madman says I lost him at Bell and Ross, but you might not like this one, Madman. We just had a Bell and Ross chronograph. I don't know whether you fancy Bell and Ross. It was £2,750. Don't know whether you're a fan of their chronographs.
Was it just like a
I think it's
square?
2770. Oh yeah. Bell and Ross 94-094. Yeah.
This is where we start. This is where we start to lose the audience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bulgari Endura, £5,000. No for me. No deal. I don't know why I brought this on the screen actually.
Yeah, get it off the screen.
Get it off. Get rid of that one. That's a no from everyone.
Yeah.
And a quirky chronograph JCB. I don't know what he thinks of these ones. These Graham's 3,700.
Wow. The whole thing with the crown thing going on with Graham, I'm just like, no.
No deal.
Never liked Graham watches.
No, I'll get rid of that.
Yeah.
The only credit for that watch is just the crown looks very interesting, but it's although I'm a Chunky Monkey fan, but I think that's a bit too much for me.
Tag Heuer Monaco.
Ooh.
I like this. It's a lot of money though. 5,750. It's too much money. Too much money.
Yeah. No deal for me. I like the watch, but for 3K maybe.
So that's 11,000 Aussie. Just trying to think, what's a normal Monaco going for?
About £7,000, I think, or £8,000 they go for now. They really up their prices, did Tag.
Yeah.
This is MSRP, right?
If I'm gonna get a Monaco, for me, it's got to be the Steve McQueen colors. The blue
the Gulf colors. Yeah.
No, not the Gulf colors. Just the regular Steve McQueen, which is blue dial, white subdial.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abdul, deal, no deal.
No deal.
No deal. Y2K, no deal.
Nope, no deal. I like the full black one or the Gulf or the Steve.
Yeah, the
McQueen.
full
Only
black
three
one's
types
cool
I like.
too.
Yeah, the full black one. Yeah.
No deal for you, JCB?
Nah, no deal, mate.
No deal, it's gone.
Y2K, those full black ones, they're on the secondary. They're going really cheap. They're unwanted.
Yes, you're right.
Not
The
real
secondary market you can pick up for quite cheap actually.
Yeah.
You know they talk about
They're actually
the
a good buy.
Hoya and the Tag
Monaco.
Hoya. Yeah.
So, Joe Perigo Laureato, this is a 38 mil one, this one. And it's
38.
nearly 9.5. Yeah, it's a 38 mil.
Okay.
And ceramic. It's a ceramic.
It's
one.
ceramic. Ceramic, yeah, it's ceramic.
Deal.
£9,500. I like it, but
Deal. Yeah.
I think I'd go deal with this one as well, Abdul.
It's a ceramic watch. It's a GP. Great movement. Great quality. Perfect size for me. 38.
I've had I had a ceramic Laureato on the wrist once, but I don't think it was 38. I feel like it was a bit bigger. Might have been 40 or something.
42
and it was
maybe?
and it was awesome. It was a really nice watch. 38. Yeah, maybe could be okay.
I think you
Ceramic
can get away
GP.
with 38. I think you get away with 38. It won't be too big. I think it'd wear a bit bigger, probably.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a price. It's just a price, 9.5. I mean, that's probably a lot cheaper than they retailed for.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a lot less than the retail. So yeah, why not? Let's do it. Deal.
Deal. What do you think, Y2K? Deal?
Nope.
No, too small for you.
Too small.
Anything that's 40 and below, I'm like, no.
I'll tell
No
you what's a
matter what
really
the
cool
brand
watch.
is, okay? No matter what
The,
the brand is, you'd be like, no.
The ceramic skeleton Laureato is such a sick watch, man. Such a cool watch.
Here's another GP, the vintage 45 GMC. This is gold, 8,950. It's a GMT watch, so it's a dual time. It's yellow gold. It's 32 mil, so that's a men's size. It's a bit Laureato. It's a bit reverso tankish. It's got that rectangular shape. It's be good movement. I would have thought. The dial's a bit funny for me, though. I think for the date there and the fuel time and the small seconds. I like it. I want to like it, but I think I'd say no deal.
Is that the date window or the GMT window?
It's a day window at 2 o'clock or 1:45. It's the GMT readout at. Let's just bring it up.
No, that's a power reserve.
Yeah.
So that
That's
has
power
to be the
reserve.
GMT window.
Yeah, power
Yeah,
reserve.
it
Yeah.
has to be a GMT window. Okay, that makes it a little bit more interesting for me.
Oh, it's not a day window. It's a GMT window, right? Interesting. I thought that was a day window. So
Yeah,
it's a
me too.
GMT hour window. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
like that. Yeah.
My only gripe with this watch is the hands are so small. They're so short. Like
True.
they're really small, and it may like yeah. Everything about I mean, I like the fact that it's really weird. Like it's a weird looking watch, and that's sort of funky. It's cool, but the hands they're too short. So I'm gonna go no deal for me.
Yeah. Y2K?
Not really. This is far out of my comfort zone already.
Okay. Abdul?
Yeah. No deal for me. The price and now the hands. When GCB mentioned it, I cannot unsee it.
You gotta see it. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
dear.
They're so small. Like
yeah, they're really small. Like T-Rex, like Madman was saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I want to like it, but I'm gonna say no deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are nice deals for GP, and I think like Parmigiani also has some nice discounted watches that a lot of deal on it. So when one researches some of these unloved brands, like this one as well.
Here's a
That's
busy
good.
dial. 15,000 for this one. Senator, that's its original Senator Perpetual calendar. So you get a perpetual calendar for 15,000, which is pretty good. There's a lot going on that dial, though.
Yeah. So top, you got your leap year indicator, and then you got your month, you got your day, and then you got your date with moon phase.
Deal or no deal? 15,000.
It's 28.5 Aussie for gold perpetual. I think it's. I think that's like that's not bad for the money actually. Like you're getting like we all know Glashütte is quality. They make really good watches.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just the design. I'm just not into the look of the watch, so it's a pass.
It's a bit all over the place, isn't it? It's a bit.
Yeah.
I actually love the dial. Like the dial is for me really nice. I love how Glashütte has all the right apertures with the correct like sizing. I would just not buy it because of the metal color. I would love to have it in white gold.
White gold.
Or even steel. The yellow gold somehow is just I don't know. The yellow gold for me is.
If you look at it, it's actually the design is quite good because it's symmetrical. You've got
It is. Yeah. You're right.
set out quite nicely, But so I get you, Abdul, in terms of like why you would like it, but I feel like those maybe the top the leap year is a little bit small compared to like the moon phase or something. Like it just something about it just doesn't sit right for me.
Deal or no deal, quickly.
Yep, deal for me for sure. I like the fact, yeah, for sure.
Deal,
original for
Abdul?
me. Yeah.
No deal. No deal.
No deal. What's it, Jesse B?
No deal.
No deal. I'll go no deal because it's a bit too busy for me. So we'll crack on.
I would buy the same watch if it's white metal, to be honest.
I know that one has 3 variations. The one there's
So,
another one that's white.
Jules Audemars. This one, I love this one. This one's $49,000 pounds. Sorry. So if we had the money, would we be buying this? I would. This is deal for me. I love this.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
Love it! Love it! Love it!
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah.
It's a quantum perpetual calendar, right?
Any of the Aussie punters in the audience, that's 93,000 Aussie dollars. What do we got here, Tom? That's white gold, I'm assuming. It's not platinum, is it?
It is. Let me just check.
Don't tell me it's steel. It actually looks like it's steel.
It's platinum.
Platinum. Okay.
Platinum.
41 mil platinum.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's deal.
Yeah. It's an absolute banger. I mean, just take a quick look at it.
50K perpetual quantum perpetual calendar. You have to buy it.
Look how they've set it out as well. Really, really nice layout. Yeah. You've got your month with the leap year indicator at the top, date, moon phase, and then month. That's day of the week. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
really like the information on the dial is set out really, really nicely. It's easy to read. You got all the info there, and that's that blue color. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. I love it. Beautiful piece.
And
He lock it. He lock. Damn right, Turkey. He lock. Yeah. JLC Amvox 2, 8,100. I'm not sure about this one. I like the Amvox, but no deal for me.
Application that I think that's the one that you press on the crystal to stop and start the
I believe
countdown,
it
if I'm
is.
not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, I believe
But
it is. Abdul.
That's too big, and for 8K, it's 44.
44 mil
With these,
titanium.
and these lugs also protrude outside, so I think for me it would be too big. Like look how the lugs protrude outside from downward, and upward it's a little bit less.
What's going on here? There's so much information, like so much info coming on this dial. Like what are we looking at here? We've got date. There's a date wheel.
Date, alarm time. I don't know. It's a bit discombobulating, isn't it?
I reckon if this watch was, imagine if this was a 42, I would buy it. I'd be into it. It's sort of got that. It's a sort of skeletonized sort of watch. It looks like it's got a lot of info going on there, whatever the hell it is.
No deal for me. Abdul?
No deal.
£8,100. Y2K?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, deal.
I like
44.
complexity in my watches, and I think that it's definitely worth the price for it for JLC.
JCB?
Yeah.
JCB deal?
No deal for me, just because of the size.
No deal. Right, okay. Get that out of the way.
Like Turkey Vulture's comment, looks like a dress watch for Robocop.
Yeah, the issue is always with the size and.
This one's for you, JCB. This one's for you, JCB. It looks like a monster. 6,235. It's JLC Extreme World Time Chronograph.
Oh, cool.
So it's a chronograph with a world time function.
46 mil. That's a chunky. That's one for Y2K.
Yeah. That's yours, buddy. That's yours.
Yeah, it's a bit too big for me.
Me as well.
Yeah.
No deal.
So deal, no deal. This is how much is it again? It's 6,000.
Yeah.
This is no deal for me.
No deal.
No deal for me because of the price. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get rid of that one.
I'm particular about the price itself.
Yeah, the combination has to work, right? Like the watch and the price. If you're buying anyways a discounted, a discontinued watch, you have to always think about the price.
Yeah,
what can you get for the same money?
Specify the price. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So brand hated by a lot of people, but this is about half the price it sells for. 4,850. The Classic Fusion. They've just released one and a new one, a titanium one. And this one is titanium, but with a rubber strap, I believe, or leather strap. What do you think of the Classic Fusion? Deal, no deal?
No deal.
No deal.
No deal. All round.
No.
Y2K, no deal?
No. Not this Hublot.
Get it off the screen.
I can give just respectfully for the Hublot fans in our chat, but that it would be the signature look of Hublot, but kind of like.
Okay, then a bigger one for you, Y2K. 5,000, 6,000.
Of course. This is of course. Why not?
A 44 mil one with a rubber strap with a Big Bang.
Okay, yeah, Big Bang's definitely a go, and the price is looking not too bad. Yeah. Big Bang, definitely. Yeah.
You go for that deal, Abdul?
Deal.
No deal.
No deal. No deal for me either. I think it's a not a bad price, but no deal. Not a fan. It's a no deal for JCB.
No deal for JCB.
We need to get JCB the 2 signs, you know, the
Yeah,
buy
no,
or no buy.
if it's
You know,
if
the auction house.
if
You can,
it's a dog, it's a dog, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
How's this for a dog? £1,000.
Oh,
Port Royal rectangle.
Wow. Is that
Rectangular
an
watch.
automatic watch even?
It's a quartz. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
That's
why.
that's quartz.
That's why.
Zenith makes. I didn't even know Zenith made quartz watches.
I didn't, but
Yeah.
that's one for the bin. We're going to bin that.
Holy shit! The El Primero Port Royal is not a bad watch. It's a little bit big, but that quartz thing was a
£1,000, but yeah.
But quartz.
This one's more your back JCB. £5,000.
Oh.
Zenith
that's
Pilot,
sick,
43 mil flyback. I
so
think this
good.
is a deal at £5,000.
Yeah, deal.
I really like this one.
Don't even think about it. Just
Even
sign
though
me
it's
up.
big,
Better.
43, but it's a deal in my book.
Yeah, 43 for this Zenith is liberal. It's very liberal, I would say.
What's the material? Is that bronze? What's going on with that watch, Thomas?
Maybe DLC?
Yeah, it looks like if you look at the crown,
It does have
It's
bronze.
Yeah,
Bronze. You're
bronze.
right.
Bronze.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really nice. That's really cool color hue for a bronze.
yeah, Zenith bronze. They do this dark.
Nice.
They do a dark bronze, which is really patinaed, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's that whole
Nice.
pilots, patina look. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and doesn't make it the watch look so like bronzy dull, you know. Yeah.
Man, that's sick. Man, there's CP2 flybacks. They're just one of Zenith's best lines for sure.
Yeah.
So that's a yes for all of us, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. I think £5,000 is a good one.
Yeah.
IWC Portuguese, 4,735. I like this. I think this is a deal for me. Portuguese
How big is
automatic.
it?
This 42 mil.
42. Yeah. Yeah. And look at how thin the bezel is. The watch will wear more like a 43 because that dial is so big. You know what I mean? Yeah. So on the wrist, it'll wear more like a 43, 44. That one. Something to keep in mind.
I like this one.
Nice move.
Yeah, same Thomas. Yeah. I like the Portuguese, this one. It's really underappreciated and underrated actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like it's not cheap. Like I feel like it's not a deal, but I would still go for it at that price. Yeah, it's 9,000 Aussie, and you're getting one of the classic IWCs. So yeah, I'd go for that. It's cool. Like it's really just a 3-hander with power reserve, but it looks like a chronograph. They sort of treat
Yeah. I was just gonna say the sub dials is like the Elangan Zona up and down. You know, like they have this 2 sub dials, but it's not a chronos.
They've got chronograph versions. You just start paying more. So again,
chronos get thicker as well. Keep that in mind with the IWCs.
So get to the expensive stuff now. Getting into more expensive territory now. Patek Philippe, we've got 5140R. Grand Complications. This is a perpetual calendar, I believe.
Fucking hell.
£45,000. in rose gold, 37 mil.
Yep, deal. That's 85,000 Aussie. Getting a rose gold perpetual calendar. Sign me up, man. Yeah.
Micro rotor.
Sick.
Yeah, beautiful. Love that.
Yeah.
I think that looks beautiful.
That's it's like
Moon
38 mil.
phase, 37.
37, yeah.
7 millimeters. Okay.
Interesting colorway as well. So you got like rose gold with this sort of smoky, chocolatey colored dial.
Mm.
Really unique.
Goes
You don't
well.
see.
He knows you, Thomas. He knows you.
What do you reckon, Thomas?
I think it's a beauty. I think it's a deal, that one. That's definitely a deal.
What a beautiful watch that is, huh?
Yeah. The color combination is just excellent.
That color combination really was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
really
think
nice.
the boys in the chat like that one as well.
Mhm.
So we've got the 5320G. This is one Tanzil, Patek Philippe, and Kesslowitz has recently bought. And I think Fella's got one. I think quite a few people have got these. This is my favorite perpetual calendar that Patek Philippe do. It's now, this cream dial's been discontinued. It's now in a salmon dial. 54,000 pounds. This is a definite for me. I absolutely love this watch. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, look, unpopular opinion, but it's just not for me, this watch. When Keslow was showing his one the other day on the streams, I could get it. Like, I mean, I get it. I get that it's a nice watch. It's a quality watch. It's a cool watch. I get all that, but it's just not for me. It's just something about maybe it's the colorway and the design. It's just not something I would spend that much money on for me personally.
Turkey Vulture says it's a winner. Jim Millett says deal.
Yeah.
What do you think, Y2K? Are you into this
Nope.
Patek Philippe perpetual calendar?
I'm on the same page with JCB. I'm finding it a bit hard to get to this piece though. So horology wise, it's a different story.
Yeah, Abdul.
No, I love it. It's an awesome piece. I would get it.
Yeah, Madman loves it. That's a deal
Yeah,
for me.
the general consensus, like everyone loves this watch, but yeah, I just don't. For me, I don't know, man. I'd rather I'd spend my money on something else before this one.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Got a few more. Let's see what's next. Now, 22,000 for a 23,000 for a Calatrava. This is one Federico's got, the sector dial. This is his favorite Patek Calatrava. Federico talks watches. I quite like this. I think the price is very good, which it is Calatrava price. I think Calatravas for me are a bit boring. And I think a sector dial really perks it up and makes it look really nice. Really beefs it up a little bit. I don't know what you think, guys.
You know what? We looked at a really similar watch before that Omega, the CK.
Yeah.
You know, like
859.
Like for that money, which is like a third of the price of this.
Yeah, or a quarter of the price.
A quarter.
Yeah.
I'd go for that. This, I mean, look, it's just personal preference, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like Calatravas. I don't like
100%,
three-handers. You
100%
guys know me. This is just boring as fuck for me. I would just not. This is sort of watch I would not buy at all. But that's just me. So.
I love the watch,
No,
but I was with you on the point of this Omega CK that we saw before the sector dial. Like I would rather pay that amount in an Omega that looks like this one than pay that amount in this one, if you know what I mean.
And it's got the small seconds as well, the Omega, which gives it another sub dial on the watch,
Yeah,
just makes it a bit more
yeah.
interesting. You know what I mean? This is just a three-hander with like a minute track, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say no deal on this one, shall we? This tends to be the consensus. What do you think, Y2K?
Same issue with the people mentioning about the CK and the.
Just you get let's say 80% of the feel of this watch with less than fifth of the price. So it's no brainer for me.
Yeah, I think you're right, Abdul.
No, you get more. You get more from the other watch because, like, it's more. It's got the sub seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no date,
it's
so it's
more
more
interesting watch.
Yeah, it's more like to the
The
time.
brand name is that one.
The movement in the CK859 is amazing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another Patek, the Gondolo, £12,000 for a Gondolo.
Ooh.
I think this is a deal. I think there's nicer gondolas. I love the salmon dial one more with the smaller Breguet numerals. The Breguet numerals are a bit big on this one.
I was gonna say, Thomas, like I love Breguet numerals on a watch, and I've always said that they make a watch look cool. But on this one, they just look too big. And
too big, aren't they? They're too big. Yeah,
too much.
I think that's a watch for people who needs to wear a glass but doesn't wear to wear a glass. You know what I mean? So they would need to. What time is it? So they make big numerals, so they don't have to wear their glasses when they're looking
Sitting
at
in
the
the
watch.
nursing home because when you're that old, you can afford it.
That kind of watch, exactly.
Yeah, right, Abdul. It does pop up.
A couple of gold bars on the.
Wow.
Instead of like,
Big Tony says it's in his box.
In my bar.
It just other sides otherwise beautiful, such a shame. Yeah.
And look how the 6 goes over the small seconds as well. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, legibility over everything in this watch, I think. That's the main
this watch is
function of
just
the
a
watch.
steaming hot mess, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's just all over the shop.
Okay. Let's have a look. This one's an interesting one. I know I've heard of the Langer 1. I've never heard of the Langer 31, though. So this has got power reserve, a big date on the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side, and the small seconds, and there's a three-hander with a power reserve. Never ever seen this. Never seen this one. £65,000.
Is that a typo, that price?
I don't think so. No.
It's I think it's German Monatswerk. So it's like a month work. So it's like a calendar watch. So I think it's like an annual calendar, but with only the date.
No, that's the power reserve, Abdul, I think. Yeah,
the German, if you zoom in on the dial, there is under the big date, Monatswerk. So months work. So it's maybe an annual calendar. So basically, it doesn't need to, you set it up once a year, and then it doesn't need to skip the day. So you only see the date.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's an annual calendar.
Maybe that's why the price, because 60,
that's got to be the reason for the price. 100%.
Right. Okay.
I think this one is like really unique. I never saw Monat's calendar from Elang & Sohn, and this movement also I never saw something like this. Was a part of it closed.
I
think this is really interesting.
What's that hole? That bloody orifice on the back?
I don't know.
Do you wind the watch with a key?
Maybe
No,
it's a
look,
key. It looks like a keyhole,
could
doesn't it?
be key
Keyhole,
mount.
yeah. Oh,
Where's
that
Where's
makes it
Higgy when you need him? It's
yeah.
He could have told us what the hell's going on, what we're looking at here. Either way, it's a pass from me for that price. And just, I mean, look, you can get a Langer 1 for,
Half that.
30,000 Australian dollars,
Yeah,
which is, a quarter of that
Let's have
price.
a look.
And that's 46 mil as well. It's a big watch.
For this Lange, it's the L034-.1, sorry.
Our
And
reserve
just to
of
summarize it,
31 days.
yeah, and you
Ah,
need
Holy
to
that's
shit.
set it up with a key. It generates much more leverage than a winding mechanism based on a crown. So
Yeah.
you need a key to wind it up. Meeson actually highlighted this just to give credit to Meeson.
That's
hole for the key. Yeah, now I see it in the comment section. 31
Yeah.
power day. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
that's
it
the
looks like a
difference thing.
keyhole.
Thank
So
you,
it's not an
Meeson, for that
annual
information.
calendar. That's why it's Monatswerk. So it runs for a month after one wind. That's nice. I would pass because for 65K I would get a Zeitwerk. But other
Yeah.
than that, it's
Yeah,
an amazing
100%.
good watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Abdul. I'm Zeitwerk all the way for that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pass on this one. Too much money.
Yeah, it's amazing watch. I was really interested to see that one. So we'd pass and get Zyworks instead. I think you come up with the answer there, Abdul. Another Langer. I love this for 20,000, 21,000.
Ooh.
This is a beauty. Saxonia, big date. Yeah, I'd rather have this than a Calatrava, definitely. Saxony big date. I think this is a deal for me. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love that. JCB, you fan?
What's the material? Is this white gold?
Platinum.
White gold.
No, white gold. White gold.
38 mil.
No,
white gold.
that's a pass. That's a pass from me, man. That's like 40,000 Aussie for sort of pretty. For me, that's a pretty just a boring watch, to be honest with you.
Right.
Like I get it. It's a nice watch, but not for me.
Neither for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, deal for me. I love the big date, and for 20K, you're getting the same thing as Calatrava, but much more interesting in my opinion.
We've just got a couple more to go. Hold on. So Abdul, yes.
Deal, yeah.
Deal. Y2K.
Much money. But I guess I like the classic Langes. Yeah.
Yeah, and JCB no. So it's not a dog. No, no way.
It's not a dog. Not quite. It's a half dog. Okay, this is the half.
So this one, this one I thought would be interesting for you, JCB. This PSA Governor, 11,700. This is
Governor.
rose gold, 43 mil. It's a PSA chronograph.
Yeah, no, that's not for me, man. That just looks terrible. That's one of these. That is a proper.
That's a dog.
That's a proper dog. That's a dog.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Okay. So that's a dog for you. That's a dog for Abdul, and that's a dog for.
No.
That's a dog. It's a dog. It's a dog.
That piece is a bit too preppy for me. Yeah.
I don't like. I think that the watch I like is the Piaget Polo skeleton. I think that's a cool piece. The skeleton one.
Just get to this Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Royal Oak diver.
It's a diver, yeah. Diver.
The problem with divers, I always think about like Blancpain, Bassiscaf, or 50 Fathoms. For the price of like under 10K, you get a watch that's better built than this one, better finished, more pedigree, I think, in the divers section. So it's a no deal for me.
AP Royal Oak, the real problem I really have is I like the design, I like the look of it, being a Chunky Monkey fan, but I do know that they do have a reputation with the after sale service, and the rubber that's on the crown and
Crowns.
also on the other side, I do know that those rubbers tend to give problems if, let's say, they start degrading, hit it, you break it, they have to replace the whole thing. It really does ruin the experience of Royal Oak because it's like, oh, so like what Abdul is saying, that I could probably get something.
I think that for that money, that's a bit of a deal. I feel like, to be honest with you, for an AP diver. My only issue with this watch is the numerals. I just don't like the numerals on the dial. They're a bit too close together. If it had batons, I would jump. I would buy it. But I just don't like the design of the watch because of the numerals. So on that basis, I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass. I'd pass because it's a bit too hype for me. I'm not with the Royal Oak hype. Yeah, I'd rather go for the Langer that we saw. Abdul, what about you?
No deal for me.
No deal. And Y2K, you deal
Nope,
for you?
definitely not. Even no, definitely not.
No. So one more quickly, and
Let's just give a shout out to my man Jock. Who's joined us in the
yeah,
chat.
Jock, I'll drop the link for you.
yeah.
I'll drop the link.
Email.
Sorry,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, just checking the comments.
Oh,
How big is this one?
man, yeah.
44?
I think I'm
Like,
okay with this one.
44 plus ish, I think. Royal Oak Offshore. Yeah. I've seen this one before. It's actually quite nice, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But then again, yeah. But then again, there's always, I'm not rubbing
Okay.
salt in the wound, but I always have worries about the up.
Is that a carbon case, Thomas? Can you just go down? It seems like that's like a I don't think it's ceramic. I feel like it's a carbon case, that one.
It's
a carbon case.
Yeah.
It's 42
yeah.
also. Okay.
Deal. Sign me up. Sign me up for that one.
Yeah.
I would wear that.
I thought it's a 44 PVD case or something. At 42 with a carbon case, I think it would be light on the wrist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really 42?
Yeah.
That's what it says. Yeah.
For 42, I'm in, yeah.
Yeah.
They always look bigger in person. Like when you,
Mhm.
they look really big though.
Yeah. 42 in these watches would wear like a 44. So that's why a 44 would wear like a 46. For me, more than 42 is unwearable.
Yeah, I'm rocking that watch, man. That's sick.
You like that one?
Yep. Bring it on.
For me as well.
What do you reckon, Tom? Would you wear that? Is that your jam? Would you wear that, Tom?
I quite like that one. Yeah. How you doing, Mental Jock? How you doing?
That watch is fucking horrible. Who would buy that?
Hey, mental joke.
How you doing, JCB? You sexy
Hey,
boy.
mate, what's up?
Oh, I wouldn't, no, that's fucking awful.
Fucking hate that fucking AP,
It's
man.
fucking disgusting. Why is it good? For what? What's got a fucking brick on your wrist?
Fucking
Oh,
shit.
fuck off. Full of shit. Fucking
Shite.
wannabe fucking lovers. Fucking hate it. It's fucking
Try
awful.
hard, motherfuckers.
It's try hard. It's a try hard watch.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I've not been to a fucking pan before, Thomas. How you doing, brother? Good to see you again.
Doing good, thanks. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. I stayed in the house with Thomas, by the way. Y2K and
Oh,
Abdul.
did you?
You survived,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Survived.
He did.
Nice.
He smoked my cigars. She enjoyed them. We had a good time.
No, it's good,
Thomas,
man.
what
Glad
are
you
you
guys
holding
got
back from
together
us,
and-
Thomas,
and
with your
hung out.
fun time in the bro house of Jock?
I came all the way from
Good
Abu. I live in
bro.
Abu Dhabi. I live in the UAE. So I had a mate meeting Thomas. He's a good lad. He's so fucking nice. Sorry, my wife is calling. Look, see that? I call him the boss. See that? The boss.
The boss.
Chuck knows what's up. It's the boss. Yep.
I
She
just
brought
wanted
she
to-
groceries. Look outside the apartment. Give me a second.
I just wanted to drop the link to Abdul's State of the Collection review. If you haven't seen it, I'll just wait for the video to do its adverts before I can get the link. And let's have a look. Let's just get a share, copy link, and yeah, let's stop that. So
Y2K, have you got your Navitimer handy? Is it in the house
No?
or is it? Yeah,
No.
You got it. Yeah, okay.
It's in my parents' house. Locked up in a moment. I've not had time to transfer them over yet.
Okay.
I've only brought one. No, but when
Okay.
you start moving house, you realize you only can bring one watch. You're like, okay, choose one quick. This one. So I just grab this
Yeah. Especially when you've got boxes and all the shit that you got.
Oh yeah. And I still need to set up the so-called the safe to
Yeah.
like store the watches and everything. Yeah.
yeah, so if you want to check out Abdul's State of the Collection video, it's really good. It's got some lovely watches there. You can catch up with Abdul, that one. He's got some really good watches, got some lovely stuff, and you can catch up with what he's been buying this year, what he's going to sell, and subscribe to his channel, please. It's a great channel. Abdul R Watches does some great stuff. And yeah, it does some really, really good stuff. And if you've enjoyed our show today, please give us a thumbs up, guys. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, we'd love to see you in the, we love seeing you in the chat. And yeah,
Is that all you got for us, Thomas? All the
yeah,
watches?
that was all the watches. Great to see people like Turkey Vulture in the chat now, and old school friends that we used to see in the old days.
All the boys, Maison, Madman, Jimmy.
Thanks, Doc Mick.
Turkey Vulture,
Turkey,
Watch
everyone, Bill.
Apprentice,
Good to see
Mental
everyone.
Stock. Bill, yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
A lot of
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, everybody.
Anybody who was
And
joining
yeah,
us,
another shout out to the Tim Mosso Talking Time with Tim Mosso Facebook group. If you want to join that, please do. It's a great group from what I've heard. As I say, I'm not on Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook, so not Face group. That could be a new social media site, Face group. But yeah, it's been great. Thanks, Watch Apprentice, and yeah, Mason 1, thank you.
Thank you, Thomas, as well, for putting together
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas.
again,
Yeah,
putting
thank you.
together the
Well
show
done, mate.
and
Awesome.
the watches.
And the unboxing, Thomas. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Did you have any favorite watches that you saw today? Were there any ones that you would like to buy?
I really like that
There was
Patek
one.
perpetual
There was
calendar.
one that.
Gold
that
one.
prepared-
That was awesome. That was really cool, man. Really like that one.
What was
There's
the
a
one
lot
you
of
liked,
A
Abdul?
lot of dogs too.
The AP was really nice. This Julius Audemars Piguet Quantum Perpetual Calendar.
That was
The
amazing,
blue
wasn't
dial,
it?
that-
Beautiful, yeah. That Jules Audemars. Yeah. I really like the CK859. I really like the Jules Audemars. I really like the Saxonia. I really like the Oyster Prince, the Cellini Oyster Prince. I really like I quite like that Breitling World Timer that was about that was about £3,000.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah, it's all sorts of different things. What are the ones am I thinking of? The FXD, I like the FXD Blue. Big fan of that.
Yep. It's a good watch.
Zenith, the Zenith Pilot.
The Zenith Pilot, that was lovely.
Oh.
Yeah,
The bronze one, yeah.
Great watch. Great watch, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a fun stream, Madman. Thank you for joining
Yeah.
us. And Tom, I just traded his 114270 for a Mark 1 214270. Love it. Congratulations, Tom.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
great.
Tom.
Lovely.
Stuff, mate.
Nice to see you in the
Cool.
chat as well, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah, it's been a great show. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. And thanks for joining us. So take care. As I say,
See you, boys.
I'll just drop the link to Abdul's State of the Collection video again. And yeah, if you like the stuff we do, give us a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. And yeah, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you,
Take care,
boys.
everyone.
Healthy and happy.
Take care. Bye bye.
See you later. Take care.
Woo.